One day, a man came to Jesus with an important question. He wanted to know what truly mattered to God. The man asked Jesus, "Teacher, what must I do to inherit eternal life?" Jesus looked at him and answered with another question. "What is written in the law? How do you read it?" The man replied, "Love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your strength, and with all your mind." Then he added, "And love your neighbor as yourself." Jesus said to him, "You have answered correctly. Do this, and you will live." But the man wanted to justify himself. So he asked Jesus another question. "And who is my neighbor?" Jesus began to tell a story. A man was traveling from Jerusalem down to Jericho. The road was long, rocky, and dangerous. As the traveler walked alone, the hills were quiet, the sun was hot, and danger was waiting nearby. Suddenly, robbers appeared from the rocks. They surrounded the man and attacked him. They took his clothes. They stole everything he had. Then they left him wounded on the road. The man lay helpless in the dust. He could barely move. He was alone and desperately needed help. After some time, a priest came down the same road. He saw the wounded man lying there. But instead of stopping, the priest moved to the other side of the road. He passed by and left the man behind. Later, another religious man came. He was a Levite. He also saw the wounded traveler. The Levite came closer, looked at the man, but then he passed by on the other side too. The wounded man was still alone. The road was silent. His hope was fading. Then a Samaritan came traveling along the road. To many people at that time, Samaritans were seen as outsiders. But when the Samaritan saw the wounded man, he did not ignore him. He felt compassion. The Samaritan stopped his journey. He walked toward the wounded man, knelt beside him, and began to help. He poured oil and wine on the man's wounds. He gently wrapped them with cloth. He cared for him with kindness. Then the Samaritan lifted the wounded man carefully. He placed him on his own animal and walked beside him. The Samaritan brought him to an inn. There he continued to care for him. He stayed near him through the night. The next day, the Samaritan gave money to the innkeeper. He said, "Take care of him." Then he added, "When I return, I will pay you back for any extra cost." When Jesus finished the story, he looked at the man who had asked the question. Then Jesus asked, "Which of these three was a neighbor to the man who fell among robbers?" The man answered, "The one who showed mercy to him." Jesus said, "Go and do likewise." With that story, Jesus showed that love is not just a word. Love is action. Mercy is action. Compassion is action. The Good Samaritan teaches us a powerful truth. Your neighbor is not only the person who looks like you, or comes from your people, or lives near you. Your neighbor is anyone who needs mercy. And when we show mercy, we reflect the love of God.